Carmelo Anthony says he wants both the Denver Nuggets and the New York Knicks to retire his jerseys. So Carmelo Anthony has just been inducted to the Hall of Fame. If you haven't heard by now, yes, the great Carmelo Anthony, Melo, all-time great player now, officially stamped, Hall of Famer officially stamped. So, round of applause for the career of the great Carmelo Anthony. I've already made a video on this, but oh yeah, and I forgot to add a couple things about that, about the Carmelo stats. Another key stat I forgot in the last video to mention was he has the most game winners. He has the most game-winning shots in a certain time span of anybody in the world at that time. So that included Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Derrick Rose, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. He had the most, James Harden. That includes all of them. There's a certain time frame, I think probably between 03 when he got drafted and like his last prime year with New York. So that's probably like 2015 or something, 2016. So from 03 to 2016, he has the most game winners. Some shit like that. For real, you can look it up. He has the most game winning baskets. So it just speaks to the clutch. And by the way, I've watched tons of his game winners. So he does for sure have almost a countless amount of game winners. I would say, yeah, I would have probably said he had the most, or top 3 or something. Him, Kobe. They say he's actually the top, though, in that time span. So he has the #1 game winners in the world in that stretch. Like I said on the last one, he was one of 6 players in NBA history to average 20 points for his first 14 seasons. Only one of 6 players to do that in NBA history. And his numbers could have been even better and better if that's all he wanted. He went from Denver Nuggets, dominated the league as an individual. He played almost as good as you could play for a player without a championship team, for real. He wasn't just a guy putting up buckets on bad teams. He was putting up buckets, kicking ass, and he was going to the playoffs every year. He was winning playoff series. When he was with New York, he was challenging the Heat dynasty when they had LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. When they were winning championships in Miami, he had the Knicks damn near single-handedly. Sometimes he had Jeremy Lin, sometimes he had Stoudemire. Every now and then he had a little sidekick. But he was really by himself his whole career. Like with the Nuggets, every now and then, they made a trade for AI. Won some games, did their thing, bought out. But they were going against the damn Lakers and shit. And Dirk Nowitzki and all that. So, in the Spurs dynasty. So they was like, damn, AI ain't enough. We're going to have to trade him for some younger pieces. So they got AI. You're not probably going to beat the Spurs even with Melo and AI. They probably needed better coaching at the time. They had George Karl. You know, it's George Karl. Nobody really likes that guy. For some reason. That ain't me. That's the players themselves don't favor him. So, majority of them don't. Maybe there's some that like him, but the majority of what I heard. So, basically, Carmelo Anthony played for one of the worst coaches you could play for. He still shined and showed his ass. He still put up all-time great numbers. One of 6 players to average 20 points for his first 14 seasons. That's insane right there. So, Melo balled out. He had an incredible career. I enjoyed watching his whole career. I wish he would have ended up getting a championship at some point. It just didn't never work out for him, and it's sad. But he had an all-time great career. He's an all-time walking bucket. He's a true championship caliber player, even though he didn't win one. He's a true all-time great. I enjoyed his career. He's one of my favorite runs I've ever seen in sports. Quick thoughts. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony going to the Hall of Fame. Quick thoughts.